Folks, you're OSMVTexperts.com. You're watching our video first look at the iHome Laptop Media Entertainment Center. This is a $200 piece of speaker for your iPod that can connect to your computer via a mini USB port, which is kind of interesting in itself, and also dubs as a pair of speakers and touch-sensitive media controls. And it can also provide a higher laptop stand experience for your laptop by propping up the monitor screen of your laptop up to your eye level, and then if you have a wireless keyboard and mouse, you could use that to use your laptop as your regular desktop in a more comfortable setting. As $200 price tag suggests, the iHome Media Center is quite expensive, and I don't think that the price is really justified. Thankfully, the street price is about half at only around $100 or so. You can purchase that on Amazon.com, which is a lot cheaper. The device also comes in both colors of black and white, so you can pick the version to your liking. As far as the design and construction quality is concerned, it is pretty high. The actual stand itself and the parts that are controlled and touching the laptop itself is made out of a metal material, which is actually pretty durable and evokes a sense of durability and a lot of comfort when you're using it. It's not going to break over time. However, the control sets, which are the parts where you can adjust the stand settings, such as the height of the stand, are made out of plastic, which are a little bit more fragile and weak. And the same thing can be said about the part that docks your actual iPod and the power on and off key. That said, the speaker components are also made out of metal, and overall the design is pretty good. The base is also plastic, but it's a very durable plastic overall. Taking a closer look at the design, you can see that on the top here we have access to the dock. You can place in a iPod or also your iPhone series. Of course, it's a 30-pin dock connector, which is the older generation version of iOS devices. There's also a push on and off button, which is pretty tactile and easy to press, despite being a recessed button, which is a little bit difficult, but it still is tactile and springy and spring-loaded. Taking a look at the design there, we can of course dock, for example, we have an iPhone here. We can dock the iPhone into place, and it works pretty well overall. The iPhone will just stand in there, whereas it would be able to have your laptop in the back, and it's a pretty efficient way to both charge your iPhone, sync your device, and also to be having your laptop propped up at a comfortable position in your office. The bottom of the device features the touch control sets for the actual volume controls. It's really difficult to show up on camera, but when the device is actually on, it illuminates blue, and you can control this by touching it using a capacitive sensor strip, and you can adjust the volume that way by sliding your finger to the right to turn the volume higher and sliding your finger to the left to turn the volume lower. These are dual speakers or stereo speakers, one on the left and one on the right, and the audio experience produced on this with your iOS device is actually pretty decent for the price and for the size of these speakers. They aren't anything spectacular, but they for most people out there, for most music lovers out there, most songs will be played back in pretty good quality that we think overall. Of course, there are better quality speakers elsewhere, but as a dock, it definitely works and is a great deal to have that speaker built in as well. The right-hand side device doesn't feature anything except for a USB hub, and this is because it also dubs as a dual USB hub, so when you plug your dock into your computer, you take up a USB slot and it opens up two more for you to put USB drives and other accessories on there. And on the right-hand side is the aforementioned push button, which controls the position of the stand, so you can prop up your laptop like this for traveling, or you can prop it up when you're actually using it at different heights and angles depending on how you want to use it. The push button is pretty sensitive, and the stand can also be adjusted to a wide variety of different angles for comfortable usage, which is definitely good. And it's a pretty durable stand. It's not going to fall off either. The insides of the stand are coated in this matte silicone material, so when your laptop is actually sitting here, it doesn't actually damage the material on your laptop, which is also a nice thoughtful way of implementing that. This device also works, of course, with Mac devices in addition to regular laptops running on Windows, and again, there's nothing else on the back. Turning the unit over, however, you have access to some interesting ports. As you can see here, this contains some iHome information, but more importantly, there is a mini USB port and also a charger port if you want to use a speaker without plugging it into your laptop. You can do that. You can also see a complex set of lines running through the base, and this is really for your cords. So after you plug in a mini USB port, you can slide it over here and then twist it over here, eventually plugging it out to the centers so that it makes the device still be able to sit flat on the surface and also provides an efficient way to manage your cords without having them being everywhere. It's elegant and it's refined, and it works pretty well overall. Again, the interesting thing I said before about the mini USB connector is because, again, you would dock your iPhone there, and then the mini USB connector would eventually connect into your laptop via a USB port. So essentially, it's also a converter that converts between the standard 30-pin dock connector into a mini USB into a regular USB, which is interesting. And of course, when plugged in, it syncs really well with iTunes. Now, there are a few down points to getting this particular entertainment speaker, and one of them is the fact that it doesn't support all laptops and models out there, of course. For example, if we have a Dell computer, it actually will work simply because it has a ability, the computer itself, the Latitude XT tablet has the ability for the screen to rotate at high angles. So when we put it into the actual dock, as you can see here, we can slide it in. It's going to sit well, and the screen can be propped up at a comfortable angle for you to actually use and to actually see, and this is actually pretty good. It works pretty well. Again, the screen is now a lot higher, so you can easily see it at eye level, and then connect a wireless keyboard, and your laptop essentially becomes your desktop without the need for an external monitor while having your iPod docked in there below. But with that in mind, it's not the most comfortable solution for most devices out there, because some HP laptops have very limited hinges where you actually can't rotate the screen higher than 90 degrees, and as a result, you really can't use this dock, because in that case, the screen itself won't be able to be laid flush. It's going to sit at this awkward angle, and then you won't be able to work at all. So depending on the laptop manufacturer, the hinge is very important. If you can't get your hinge up there, then the stock is efficiently worthless for you. And also, if you have a lot of ultra mobiles and ultra tablets out there that are smaller than the dimensions of the stand, your laptop is going to fall through the hole instead of actually sitting there. So depending on the size of your computer and whether or not the hinge works, the iHome device is a great stand, and it's a nicely designed one and works as advertised, but you have to make sure that your laptop is compatible with it before you go out and just purchase one. Otherwise, it's a pretty recommendable device. It has a pretty good street price, a nice design that merges together an iOS support and also laptop stand support with good speaker quality, with a nice touch design, and also a USB hub that works pretty well with USB 2.0 high speed connection and transfer. So overall, we would definitely recommend it. You can get it at a good price, that is, and it's a great customization as well with the color choice of black or white. Thanks for watching this video review here at osvdxreviews.com. This has been our video look at the iHome Laptop Media Center stand.